People believe their mornings are harmless, but here's the truth. The way you start your day could be silently wrecking your blood sugar control. That sounds wild, doesn't it? Yet every single morning, people who care deeply about their health repeat habits that seem normal, skipping meals, chugging coffee, scrolling nonstop. And those habits quietly cause sugar spikes and silent damage to blood sugar that build up day after day. It's not just about diabetes management, it's about taking back control of your mornings before they take control of you. Here's the best part, you don't need complicated diets or extreme routines to fix this. A few small but powerful shifts can give you steady glucose control faster than you'd imagine. These dangerous morning habits are so common that people rarely question them, but today you're about to see them clearly. And once you see them, you can change them and feel the difference within days. So if you've ever felt your healthy morning routine isn't working or wondered why your diabetic routine still feels like a battle, pay close attention. What you're about to learn could save you from years of frustration and unlock mornings full of energy and balance. If that sounds like the change you've been waiting for, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and tell me in the comments which habit you're most ready to transform. I'd love to hear your story of faith and determination as we grow together. Skipping breakfast. It's incredible how many people think skipping breakfast is a smart shortcut to better glucose control, but that's where silent damage to blood sugar often begins. When someone wakes up after hours of fasting and ignores their first meal, the body goes into stress mode. Cortisol and adrenaline spike, creating sugar spikes before the day even starts. Picture the morning light coming in while your body begs for fuel and nothing arrives. A healthy morning routine should feel like a warm handshake with your metabolism, not a cold shoulder. Even within a few days of changing this habit, people notice sharper focus and calmer energy. That's how quickly diabetes management can improve. Take Lisa, for example. She used to run out with only coffee in her system, and by mid-morning she was shaky and moody. Once she added scrambled eggs with spinach and whole grain toast, she felt steady and in control by day 2. No sugar spikes, no crashes, just balanced glucose control. Imagine the creamy avocado on your toast, sunlight spilling across your kitchen counter. That one change can transform your entire diabetic routine. Skipping breakfast also leads to overcompensating later with highly processed foods. Picture yourself starving at 10 a.m., grabbing a sugary muffin because you can't wait. That roller coaster is exhausting. Instead, prep overnight oats with blueberries and walnuts. Feel the warmth of the bowl in your hands, smell the cinnamon. Within days, you'll notice the absence of those mid-morning crashes, and that's powerful. When you skip breakfast, your body's insulin sensitivity, the door that welcomes nutrients, starts to close. A smoothie with Greek yogurt, spinach, and peanut butter keeps that door open. Feel the cool glass in your hand, the creamy texture on your tongue, the instant sense of calm fueling your day. That's glucose control in action. Skipping breakfast doesn't just impact blood sugar, it clouds focus and mood. Picture sitting in a meeting with a growling stomach and foggy mind. Swap that for a balanced plate and feel your concentration sharpen like a blade. Even a slice of turkey on whole grain bread can fuel your body and mind. Hydration and breakfast work hand in hand. Many who skip one also skip the other. Start with water, then eat a fiber-rich meal. Imagine that first refreshing sip, the comfort of warm eggs or oats. Within a week, your mornings feel lighter, your energy steadier, your diabetic routine stronger. Skipping breakfast may seem like a time saver, but it seeds imbalance all day long. If you felt those shaky moments or sudden crashes, you've seen the signs. Imagine starting tomorrow with balance, clarity, and calm. And speaking of clarity, let's look at another habit hiding in plain sight. Eating highly processed foods early in the morning. Picture this. Someone wakes up and grabs a sugary pastry because it's quick. It feels harmless, but it's one of those dangerous morning habits that quietly wreck glucose control. Highly processed foods hit the bloodstream fast, creating sugar spikes. For anyone managing a diabetic routine, that's like pouring fuel on a fire. A healthy morning routine deserves real food, not empty calories. Even in a week, swapping this habit can lead to steadier blood sugar and better focus. Sarah, a busy teacher, used to eat neon-colored cereal every morning. By mid-morning, she'd crash hard, reaching for more sugar. When she switched to steel-cut oats with walnuts and blueberries, she felt calm energy all morning. Feel the warmth of that oatmeal, the crunch of walnuts, the sweet tang of berries. Controlling blood sugar never tasted so good. Highly processed foods aren't just about sugar, they're full of additives and lack nutrients. A mentor once told me, "If your breakfast has more numbers than ingredients, put it back." Try whole grain bread with avocado and a boiled egg. Rich, creamy, satisfying. That's how you feed your diabetic routine with intention. Processed convenience foods also create rushed mornings. Instead of mindfully cooking, you grab what's easy. Replace that cereal with Greek yogurt and pumpkin seeds and feel how your body responds with steadier energy. A healthy morning routine is built on these quiet victories. These foods rarely satisfy for long. 20 minutes later, cravings return and your blood sugar rides a roller coaster. Swap that muffin for scrambled eggs or cottage cheese with almonds. Within days, you'll feel your energy stretch further, your mood stay even. That's the reward of true glucose control. Eating processed foods also sets a mental tone. Shortcuts over self-care. Instead, make breakfast a small celebration. Blend kale, peanut butter, and almond milk into a smoothie. Taste the freshness, feel the fuel. That act says, "I respect my body," and your blood sugar responds. Processed foods may feel normal, but normal isn't always healthy. Replace them with real, nourishing meals and watch how your diabetic routine transforms. And if food choices can do that, wait until you see what coffee can do when taken the wrong way. Drinking too much black coffee on an empty stomach. Most people think black coffee is harmless, even heroic, but drinking too much on an empty stomach quietly sabotages glucose control. Caffeine triggers stress hormones, leading to sugar spikes before breakfast. For anyone focused on diabetes management, that's like running on shaky ground. A healthy morning routine should create balance, not chaos. Change this habit, and within days, you'll feel calmer energy. Tom, an accountant, used to drink 3 cups before eating. By mid-morning, he was jittery and unfocused. When he added a boiled egg and whole grain toast before coffee, he noticed his hands stopped shaking. Imagine tasting creamy avocado with your coffee, feeling grounded and steady. Blood sugar thanking you silently. Coffee itself isn't the villain, it's how we use it. On an empty stomach, acidity irritates digestion and confuses insulin response. Revving an engine without oil, that's what it's like. Add food first. Eggs, a smoothie, or peanut butter toast. Feel the satisfaction of a nourished body as you sip your coffee slowly. Too much coffee often leads to skipping breakfast entirely, stacking dangerous morning habits. Instead, pair coffee with oatmeal or cottage cheese. Picture that creaminess balancing the bitterness of coffee. This small act rewires your diabetic routine toward control. Cortisol is the stress hormone that rises with coffee, raising blood sugar. Eating first keeps that cortisol from spiraling. Think of your first cup as a celebration, not a rescue mission. That mindset brings peace and steadier glucose control. Coffee also dehydrates. Without water first, your body struggles even more. Start with a tall glass of water, feel that cool refreshment, then enjoy your coffee with food. That sequence builds a healthy morning routine like clockwork. Too much black coffee on an empty stomach feels normal, but it quietly plants imbalance. When you replace that rushed habit with mindful choices, your mornings feel smooth, your diabetic routine strong. And once you master coffee, hydration itself becomes your next secret weapon.
Not hydrating right after waking up. After hours of sleep, your body craves water. Ignoring hydration early makes controlling blood sugar tougher than it needs to be. Dehydration thickens the blood, making sugar spikes more likely. For someone building a diabetic routine, that's like starting a marathon in heavy boots. Within days of hydrating first, people report clearer minds and steadier energy. Think of Daniel, who placed a water bottle on his nightstand. Each morning, before standing up, he drank it. He felt lighter, his skin brighter, his mood calmer. Picture that cool water washing through you, resetting your system, a healthy morning routine in action. Dehydration triggers hidden stress on the kidneys, making diabetes management harder. A squeeze of lemon in warm water can feel like a sunrise for your senses. Smell the citrus, feel the warmth. This small ritual can bring huge rewards within a week. Some rely on coffee for hydration, but coffee alone can worsen dehydration. Pure water is what your body needs first. Take a few slow sips, feel the clarity awaken your mind, then build your breakfast. That's how you start controlling blood sugar before eating a bite. Skipping hydration raises cortisol and sets a tone of strain. A simple glass of water says you're safe. It's like opening windows in a stuffy room, fresh air rushing in. A healthy morning routine thrives on that freshness. Link hydration to another habit. Place your glass near your toothbrush. That visual cue keeps your diabetic routine steady. Feel that refreshing gulp while sunlight warms your face. These small steps prevent silent damage to blood sugar. Neglecting hydration creates subtle ripples of imbalance. Starting with water gives everything else you do more power: meals, movement, focus. And once you hydrate, there's another choice waiting that shapes those hours even further. Staying inactive during the first hours of the day. Sitting still after waking seems harmless, but it slows circulation and metabolism, inviting sugar spikes. Movement flips on your body's internal switches, making glucose control easier. A healthy morning routine should feel alive, not sluggish. Just 5 minutes of activity can change your diabetic routine instantly. Look at Maria, who started dancing to her favorite song in the kitchen while making breakfast. She felt energized, smiling by the third day. Picture your feet tapping, your arms stretching, sunlight pouring in, movement turning your blood sugar steady and your mood bright. Inactive muscles can't absorb glucose efficiently, leaving sugar lingering. A quick walk, even barefoot in your yard, wakes those muscles. Feel the cool grass under your feet, the fresh air in your lungs. That's controlling blood sugar with joy. Working from home tempts you to sit still, but your body craves motion. Try a few squats while your coffee brews, or stretch while the eggs cook. These moments stack up as powerful diabetic health tips that keep you balanced. Staying inactive dulls your energy. Moving even briefly sends oxygen to your brain, sharpening focus. It's like opening a window in a dark room. Suddenly, everything feels alive. That's the secret to a healthy morning routine. Even parents can weave in movement. Carry laundry upstairs, play tag with kids, or do push-ups before breakfast. These tiny actions reward you with steadier blood sugar and brighter mornings. That's practical diabetes management in action. Movement early creates a rhythm that carries through your day. Meals digest better, moods lift, and sugar spikes fade. And after you've gotten your body moving, there's one more sneaky habit that could still throw things off.
Starting the day with stress or phone overload. Waking up and diving into emails or social media floods your system with stress hormones that mess with glucose control. Cortisol surges, sugar spikes, and your diabetic routine starts on shaky ground. Those early minutes shape everything. Fill them with calm, not chaos. Take Kevin, who swapped his morning scroll for a gratitude list and quiet tea. Within a week, his mornings felt peaceful and his blood sugar steadier. Imagine steam rising from your mug, soft music playing, and a smile forming as you write what you're thankful for. Phones aren't evil, it's how we use them. Endless notifications before breakfast feed stress and distraction. Place your phone across the room and gift yourself 20 device-free minutes. Stretch, drink water, eat slowly. Feel the calm build as your healthy morning routine unfolds. Stress raises cortisol, which makes insulin less effective,
keeping sugar high. Start your day with prayer, journaling, or a short meditation. Hear the birds outside, feel your breath slow, and notice how quickly peace replaces tension. Phone overload steals time for movement and hydration too. Those first minutes can nurture or drain you. Step outside instead. Feel the sun on your skin, smell the morning air. That choice brings immediate rewards for controlling blood sugar. Emotional weight matters. News and comparisons trigger worry. Swap that for a chapter of an uplifting book or a devotional. Feel inspiration replace anxiety, energy replace heaviness. That shift fortifies your diabetic routine. Starting with stress may feel normal, but normal doesn't mean healthy. Trade those minutes for peace, and you'll notice mornings feel easier, energy flows better, and sugar spikes fade. And speaking of timing, there's one last morning choice that can make or break your progress. Waiting too long to eat after waking up. Delaying your first meal after waking up for hours creates hidden strain on blood sugar. Your body needs fuel after fasting all night. When you wait too long, your liver releases glucose, creating sugar spikes that make controlling blood sugar harder later. Change this habit and feel steadier within days. Meet Carla, who thought skipping breakfast saved calories. By mid-morning, she was lightheaded and ravenous. When she began eating a boiled egg and avocado within an hour of waking, her focus sharpened and her energy lasted. Picture that creamy avocado, that satisfying bite, your diabetic routine thanking you. Waiting too long also affects mood. Low fuel makes your brain crave quick fixes. A healthy morning routine gives you steady energy. Imagine warm oats with chia seeds and berries, the aroma lifting your spirits instantly. That simple meal rewires your day. Science shows delayed eating reduces insulin sensitivity. Sugar lingers longer, causing silent damage. A smoothie with spinach, almond milk, and protein powder can fix that. Feel the cold glass, the rich texture. Quick fuel for glucose control. Some believe skipping breakfast helps weight, but it often triggers overeating later, derailing diabetes management. Treat breakfast as an investment. A slice of whole grain bread with turkey can bring calm energy and balance. Delaying food creates a loop of cravings. Eat earlier and break the cycle. Even cottage cheese with fruit can transform your morning. Feel that steady energy carry you through tasks without the crash. Delaying breakfast feels like discipline, but it creates hidden stress. Start earlier and you align with your body's rhythm. Combine these new habits and watch your mornings transform into a powerful tool for health. Now that you've uncovered these 7 morning habits silently destroying your blood sugar control, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you keep repeating those patterns? Or will you step into a new rhythm that truly serves your diabetic routine and a healthy morning routine? Imagine how much stronger your glucose control could feel after just a few days of new habits. What if your mornings became a launch pad for energy instead of a trap for sugar spikes? How would it feel to hydrate, move, fuel up, and start calm, knowing your choices are building real diabetes management power? Which habit struck you the most? Skipping breakfast, phone overload, or waiting too long to eat? And which one are you ready to change right now? Your mornings hold incredible power over your health and your future. Tell me in the comments, which habit will you break first, and what new action will you take tomorrow morning? I can't wait to see you claim that power and step into mornings that truly work for you.